The Ghana Hotels Association is urging more transparency as applications open for the second tranche of stimulus packages for businesses affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The association says it is yet to receive official data on how many of its members benefited from the first support scheme. Dr. Edward Akanyamike Jr. is president of the association.
I'm talking about, say, a 10-room budget hotel receiving 3,000 stimulus package for hotel operations. Now, for a 10-bedroom budget hotel, you are talking of a staff size of about, say, 8. The interesting thing is that you see, the operational cost of hotel is very high. For each room, it amounts to 1 staff. Okay, averagely, each room amounts to 1 staff. Okay, so looking at that, 3,000 was nowhere near supporting staff salaries. And that the amount was a one-time payment as stimulus package for the hotel. Some 2-3 stars received 20,000, 10,000. Now, the bigger the hotel, the bigger the expenses. So 20,000 for even a 3-star hotel is a non-starter. So we were put in the wrong place to begin with. And unfortunately, with this one too, we've been sent to the same place, Ghana Enterprises Agency. And that's why we are not happy about the arrangements. But we want to believe that they may do something different this time.
Okay. What's the criteria for selecting what hotel is in the position to receive a package?
For this particular one, we've not received any information. Let me be honest and frank with you. We are yet to receive the criteria for it. What we know is what happened with the first one. It was online application. You provided all information about your hotel, and then they do their own assessment and decide on how much to give to you. So, and I think they were quite flexible with that, because they received information on your annual returns, your expenses, the number of staff, and then the loans you had contracted, and all those things. So that was the criteria that was used. But for this particular one, we are yet to know the criteria they're using, whether those who have benefited before, even though the amount was small, will stand a chance of benefiting from this one, whether they are looking at the new applicants. But again, you see, we have various categories of hotels, from budget, guest house, 1 star, 2, 3, up to 5 star. These arrangements have been largely for the budget to say 2 or in some cases 3 star because of their staff. But it was meant for hotels with 99 staff and below. But what about our 4-star hotel? What about some of the 3-star hotels who have more than 99 workers? What about the 5-star hotels who have in excess of 200, in some cases 250 and so on? These are segments of our industry or members who have received no support whatsoever. And you remember the water saga as well. You know, so that's the situation we find ourselves.
Do we know how soon this next tranche will be released?
Well, I am told, and again, let me say that we haven't received an official correspondence, but in the first one, there was that effort from NBSSI to collaborate with us, to partner with us. It went very well. It got to a point of a disbursement, and then we were left out completely. So as we speak, I have only heard that the application process is starting from today. And I think for whatever reason they may want to approach the hotels individually, we don't know. Because as an association, we have no idea about what is going on.
All right, that was President of the Ghana Hotels Association, Dr. Edward Akanyamike Jr. Joining me now is Executive Director of the Ghana Tourism Federation, Emmanuel Frimpong, sporting a new look you'd see him very soon, a grey beard. Nice look on you, sir. Thanks for your time this afternoon.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Okay. Oh, so you had Dr. Edward Akanyamike Jr.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Is it feedback you're getting from your members as well following the first disbursement by the GEA, now previously NBSSI, and how upbeat are you about this second one?
A very good afternoon to your cherished viewers. Unfortunately, as Doctor mentioned, we have not heard anything from anyone. Let me not mention names. There hasn't been any communication. There hasn't been any alert, nothing whatsoever. And it's unfortunate. We don't know why. I don't want to believe at our last meeting with NBSSI, we're made to aware that they wouldn't want to deal with associations again because of the stress that they had to go through. I don't want to believe that is the situation because that would be unfortunate. So we are waiting to hear anything from them since we are starting the process today. Hopefully, maybe by the close of the day, we will hear something from them. But so far, nothing has been heard from them.
All right. I also asked him about the World Bank's support for the tourism sector. That part of the clip we didn't show you. And apparently, it was a fiasco, for lack of a better word. What happened?
I don't know what really happened because, like we heard Mr. Yofi Grant mention just some few moments ago that the hospitality sector is one of the areas that they are looking to invest and to also support to help us because they believe it's an area or sector that can help the country. Yet, we keep hearing some of these rhetorics. We are supporting them, we will support them, and no support is coming. If you look at the number of associations or individual businesses in the tourism and hospitality industry that were supported by government through NBSSI,
right,
is unfortunate. As Doctor mentioned, a total of 10 employees will receive something like 3,000, some people receiving 500 cedis, others 300 cedis. What are you going to do with 300 cedis if you're a tour operator or a tour guide?
And that's just ridiculous. All right. You didn't hear me. I'm going to ask you next about the what you raised, about what the Yofi Grant said about the investments in the hospitality sector. We are hoping that it is not just talk and that government would go on to do that. Tell me how that would impact on the industry if we get, business people to invest in the tourism sector.
I think it will be incredible if we can see some level of investment in the tourism sector. About 3 weeks ago, we did a presentation to IMF. And one of the things that they said to us, IMF and World Bank, what they said was that they have done a research, and the research has pointed to the fact that if Ghana wants to come out of this difficult situation, one of the surest areas or sectors to tackle is the tourism and hospitality sector. So the evidence is there, but sometimes we find it hard to understand why government is not investing in the tourism and hospitality sector. If we were to invest, then we will see enormous improvement in the sector. Employment, we will see GDP going up and everything that we need to see in the country. So I think we have to make conscious effort. Let us not give money that we're giving money to all the sectors and everybody should go and fight for their own. Let's have a specific amount that we assign to tourism and hospitality sector, that this is how much we want to invest. And this is the result that we want to see as a result of this investment. So if we are able to do that, I think that is the way to go. Not that we give money, NBSSI or Ghana Enterprises Agency disperse, and then whoever can get it, gets it. And we don't see the impact.
There's a glimmer of hope, though, because we've got latest data from the Ghana Statistical Service, which is suggesting an improvement this first quarter of the year. We're talking about 10.7% when it comes to the tourism sector. That's just as the economy opens up, and that's way better than what was recorded in the last quarter of the previous year. A sign that things are getting better, do you think?
Well, yes, we've seen some level of improvement in what we do. We've seen some businesses picking up. Just last week, from Sunday to Sunday, we had about 32 Rwandan delegation coming here. They toured around, they spent money. So yes, but their statistics, I don't know, because we have not been interviewed. We have about 30 different trade associations. So I'm not too sure about this 10% that you are talking about, that there has been that level of improvement. So yes, we have seen some level of improvement, but we can't put figures to it. So yeah, going forward, maybe when they share what they have done with us, then we can confirm that indeed there's that level of improvement. But so far, we cannot say much about that. But there is some level of improvement in what we do.
Okay, and just so that we are clear, it's a 10% contraction that we saw in the first quarter of 2021, better than the figures that were recorded in the previous analysis by the Ghana Statistical Service in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. I want to thank you so much for your time. Emmanuel Frimpong, grateful to always have you on this program to speak about issues concerning tourism, and have a good rest of the day.